Kum-By-Ja, my Lord. Kum-By-Ja. Kum-By-Ja, my Lord. Kum-By-Ja. Someone's lying low. Kum-By-Ja. Someone's lying low. Kum-By-Ja. They are full of shit, Lord. Hey, Mocha Drop. Sandra Mitchell. How y'all doing? Happy Saturday. Shakira. Prima Wanda. How y'all doing? God before everything. Angelita. Kevin Moore. Hi, Kevin Moore. I'm singing the cute Kum-By-Ja song because I just caught that bullshit over there on Jay Wilson page, girl. I keep telling y'all every time I want to come on YouTube, I go over to that page and I'm surely to be exposed to some bullshit that I can talk about, right? So now I see that late last night, after they both been online, first of all, I want to ask this question. How in the hell is probably Bonafide and Juani and Jay Wilson on line for hours and hours and hours in the middle of the daytime, girl? I thought these was career driven. How you doing, Trezor Lane, and the Sparkle Covington, TLC and 3, all the children is here. Girl, I turned that bullshit on. I said, wait a minute. Properly Bonafide. Now, we've been sparing her because she's recently went through a tragedy in her family. But now I guess she's back in full swing because she's making 2 and 3 videos a day. She's already expressed that she was in a financial bind because of the family emergency, right? So I guess she's gonna try to make it up, but probably Bonafide, listen to me. You can't make up the financial lack with 120 people in your chat. I'm just trying to be honest. I'm just trying to help you. You got to build your numbers up, baby. You was on there hollering, screaming at Kwani all day long yesterday, girl. Y'all going back and forth and things, girl. And I never seen the damn chat go over 100 people. I said, who are you talking to, girl? Anyway, back to my story. So I guess she's back now. She's recovered enough she wants to make videos again. Probably Bonafide, not unlike myself, has gone after this Jay Wilson creature every opportunity, right? Every time she comes on, the only way she's gonna get over 100 people watching is if she's talking about Jay Wilson or me, right? So she done left me alone for the moment. I imagine after this video she'll come back, give me some more commentary. But she's always going after this Jay Wilson character, right? As a matter of fact, she was going after Jay Wilson yesterday, early in the day, the same day. Now she over there kissing his ass for 2 hours. Help me to understand, people. I thought you hated him. I thought he was the adversary, girl. And then you over here, y'all don't believe me. How y'all doing? Y'all don't believe me, honey. I know, I can feel it. I can feel it coming.
I said I quit. I got a phone call from Ty. And I told her I'm not there. So she invited me to
Here
Orlando.
we go with
Atlanta
Atlanta again.
Okay. Now here's the Jay Wilson and me. My family's in Florida. That's a free trip. I go home. That's all I was thinking about. But when COVID got bad, I'm like, no, I'm not gonna do it. I'm sorry, it's not worth it because I said if something happens to me, I gotta be at work. I'm not.
Girl, we know about Atlanta, Miss Thing. We've been talking about it for 2 years.
We went to the restaurant. It was a few of us, but I never forget. Daughter here was sitting on the left of me.
All right, girl. All right.
I wasn't trying to argue. No, absolutely not. So that's when all this stuff started, and then it just died down. And then the next thing you know, Nicole came in, and all hell broke loose with that.
Every time I hear it, I tremble. I'm just like, I hate that.
This is Bonafide now. She just read him all morning.
Seriously. Because if they didn't stop that running freight train, she would have mowed her down. I'm serious. It was just like, wow. And then what bothers me?
D Ramsey 50 plus and really finna fight that lady.
I'm serious. Oh.
They on here like bosom buddies, right? He calls her a Baptist bulldagger. Apparently, she has forgiven him for that, girl. He is continually referred to her, and like he does. Apparently, Jay Wilson has a problem with lesbian women because he always seems to think it's very amusing to call people lesbians, right? He called that other woman, what's her name, VS? Her name was Bishop Bro daughter, right? So it's always been obvious to me. She calls this one the Baptist bulldagger, right? When he gets hot and upset, he always ends up hollering, bulldagger, bulldagger, bulldagger. This is the ultimate read for him. Now, she done wiggled her ass over there, and she's having 2 hours conversation with Jay Wilson. What in the hell is there to talk about, girl? After you have identified this person as an adversary, girl, why are you over there, Kum-By-Ja? Someone's lying, Lord. Kum-By-Ja. Why are you over there with Jay Wilson? Because you can get some clicks and views, girl. I'm telling you, Miss Properly Bonafide, girl, those few views are not going to help you, your situation. I keep trying to tell you, you've been on here 10 years, Bonafide. You got to change your program. So now you think you can go over there with Jay Wilson and this is going to somehow pump up those numbers? Even if you got them up to 400 or 500, what's that, girl? You get $7, $8, and he's not going to let you get anything from over there. He's not going to come on your channel. He's going to let you come on his channel, so he will reap the harvest. This big amounts of money that he seems to feel like he's getting, right? I'm just in it for a coin. I'm just in it for money. This is what he was talking about. I guess they're discussing now. This was the highlight of Jay Wilson's life when he went to Atlanta, Georgia, and he participated in that little event, right? Now, granted, it was kind of fun. I mean, if you break it all the way down, even though it didn't get any airplay, never got produced or anything like that, it was fun to get there with all those people and all that, right? But this boy is hanging on to that like that was the event of the year because he got a free trip. He said he's going to go see his mama. Not his mama. Mama's dead. He's going to see somebody.
Oh my God, yeah.
Let's play a little bit of this, and I'm going to get my commentary out of it.
Extremely upset. And let me tell you what bothered me too. All of a sudden, something happened where some drink fell on them people's floors. I'm like, these are nice hardwood floors. And you know what?
Nice home.
Now, let me say this. I pushed that sofa back and I wiped that stuff up. I cleaned that floor off because, again, I'm like, what I did not want to happen was these people saying, these black people that got into this Airbnb and now we got juice all
because some juice spilled on the floor. You feel like you have to get down on your knees and scrub it up because you are ashamed of these black people. Jay Wilson, when someone rents their home out to production companies, they have got 40 to 100 people in the house. Is it unusual that they would expect that there would be some maintenance, girl? You were embarrassed because you thought the black people was too loud. You were embarrassed because you thought the black people was pigs, right? And so you got down on your... Oh, these are nice floors. Oh, these are nice floors in the home. I'm trying to get a good part. Let me get a good part. I know it's gonna be there.
We got juice all over the place. And I just, because, having to have an Airbnb myself, you don't want people to be like, damn, this is why we don't rent to black people. You see what I'm saying? And we have...
Jay Wilson, I don't think you would have to worry about your house in your Airbnb, because these people rented their home out for a production, right? 2 or 3 days, and they'll probably make up a few $1,000s for that, right? You are down on the first floor of your house. You have a spare bedroom upstairs because no one lives in that house but you, right? And you calling that your Airbnb. They go into it, they check in, go to a room, girl. They don't even have access to the rest of the house, girl. You are down there walking around in your pajamas, Miss Thing, and you think you kind of compare that bullshit you do with what these people did, girl. Of course they're gonna mop the damn floors, girl. Of course they're gonna be clean up, Miss Thing. Of course they're getting thousands of dollars for a couple of days service. It's not only the black people, but it's whoever rents the damn house, girl. That's why they're renting the house for the Airbnb, not a room, honey. You in the room rental business. Although I never could understand how somebody could be calling themselves an Airbnb and then stay in the house, girl, and have a room upstairs where the people don't even have access to the kitchen, girl. They just you're renting rooms, Miss Thing. I don't know why somebody would go all the way to San Antonio, Texas, and go all the way to San Antonio, and then they want to get in a house, a room in a house way out in the goddamn suburbs. They got to drive a hour and a half to get back into the city, Miss Thing, to see the sights. What kind of successful business model is this, Jay Wilson? Yet another failure, right? How y'all doing today? Did y'all see that bullshit? I thought she must be enemies, girl. They over talking about, oh, Timothy Blaine, they got mad at him. They got mad at him because he talked to me. They got mad at Miss Thing. You want to talk about phony ass people, Jay Wilson? When we were in Atlanta, Georgia, here we go again. The premise of the show, was that they would gather people who obviously had been beefing online. More than likely, they would use the clips of all the yelling and screaming, all the vicious behavior that people were doing online. Ty had the idea that what if we were to bring these people together, right? Didn't you think it odd or curious, Jay Wilson, that after the vitriol had been filmed, after people had come close to blows, people throwing shit all around the room and all that, after all that was over, everybody was laughing and cameraman was going around and catching them smiling. Oh, could you move over there with him? Oh, catching them smiling. Miss Thing, the whole premise of the show was they were going to squash beefs on this show. They got to cut it up, make it appear that these people have come together to Atlanta, and the show has put them together. That's why the cameraman had you come over here. Can you say a couple of nice things to him? That's why, Jay Wilson. It was not happenstance, girl. It was the whole reason we were there, girl. They want to catch the people smiling. I even have a short on my own video when we're sitting here. I said, hi five, babe. Oh, Uncle Tim. And they wanted to catch that, girl. And they wanted to catch all the people that were beefing before together, as if their show had brought them together. This is what they were going to package. This is what they were going to edit, and it will have that appearance so they could sell it to somebody, right? Because the show was never picked up, correct? So they need to have something they could present that will show the whole premise of the show, gather it all up and make a pilot, shall we say. Right, Jay Wilson? I had no affection for your punk ass, right? Right? You wanted to have a serious conversation. I said, okay, I'll do whatever you guys do. You flew me here. I'm here now, whatever. I'm not going to fuck up the whole show, right? He keeps continually saying that I was not going to jump on him. Although he's seriously mistaken, girl. Don't have these convicts coming up in there talking about you going to read them money. Hold on a minute, because he ain't even got that, baby. They ain't even got going. And I want you to pay attention to the ass kissing of this woman, probably Bonafide, right? She's going to get some content by any means necessary. So she immediately goes back to her channel. Now she done made 3 or 4 more hours. She already argued with Kwani. The Kwani monster and her go on and on, back and forth and back and forth. Or they didn't feel it in the whole day. I said, well, goddamn, it's Friday. Ain't nobody going to work. Someone's crying.
And so when it was some stuff that like just I was glad that I was at the hotel. I didn't really want to stay at the house either. So I was glad I was at the hotel.
You didn't want you glad you were at the hotel, is what you're saying, Jay Wilson. You said to properly Bonafide monster. You said you were glad you were at the hotel. You didn't want to stay at the house. Why are you so delusional, boy? The only reason you were at the hotel is because they were keeping you away from me. I was given a room at the house. I was allowed to sleep in the house, right? Everybody else was at the hotel. Was there a reason why Timothy Blaine? I mean, it ain't like he's part of the production or anything, girl. Why does he get a room in the house? It was to protect you, Jay Wilson. That's why you need to fall down on your knees and stop worrying about juice on the floor, girl, and worship and thank those people because they saved your goddamn life, or at least a bloody nose, a couple of black eyes, girl, right? There was a reason that I was the only one in the house, Miss Thing. Before we went to Atlanta, I said, Ty, listen to me. I'm a convicted felon. I've been known prone to violence if provoked. I want you to tell me, is Jay Wilson going to be in Atlanta, Georgia? I just need to know, right? I can't write no murder. I can't do no murder charge. I'm sorry, right? So I need to know what I'm walking into. And she says, yes, he is there. Because they never told anybody that who was going to be there, right? They wanted the full effect of what was going on online. They wanted to see them now presented with each other so they can present that they had now cleaned everything up and everybody made up kind of thing, right? So immediately I say, girl, don't set me up because if that motherfucker come at me wrong, it's on site, girl, right? So they put me in the house. They say mansion, but basically it was a beautiful house. I had my own room, my own accommodation, girl. Just tell the truth, Jay Wilson. Tell the truth and shame the devil. Stop partnering with him, honey.
When I came through, I parked at a Publix, a little bit out the neighborhood.
I thought you hated him.
What do you call it? Not Airbnb, Ubered into the actual house, right?
Hi, Charles Dawson.
Me and my daughter.
Girl,
I felt like the neighborhood was beautiful.
It was.
I felt like the house was nice on Atlanta.
Well, because they probably know better now.
Oh, okay.
And like I said, Atlanta was deep because there was a lot of infighting. So I don't know if that took some of the girls out, but it was some infighting in Atlanta. I'm serious. I'm not lying. I mean, I'm not lying.
Why you gotta keep telling us you're not lying?
Heidi will tell you, Fi Babe heard it. I mean, they were really fighting. And it was a lot of arguing. I mean, they were arguing harder than we were, to be honest.
What was Sean doing in Ty?
Well, let me say this. We were on the outside.
Here come watch. I haven't seen any of this.
We could hear just the voices being raised and somebody felt this way. And I mean, I'm like, well, damn.
You're commenting on it was fighting. There was violence going on. Club chat had gone crazy. They were attacking each other. And then you have the audacity to sit there and say, oh, we weren't in the room. I can kind of hear it from the room. It was a big, huge house. Oh, I can kind of hear it from the room. Oh, they were really fighting. I could, Miss Thing, them people wasn't fighting, girl. Them club chat people were perfectly nice. They were getting along. A lot of the talk was about you and Tracy, girl. I'm just being honest with you, honey. I don't see nobody going flying through no windows and all that kind of shit, girl. You're lying again to try to make yourself important, girl. I'm like, you decided to leave.
And so,
come on, get to something good.
So we don't know where they were placed, but we heard it. And because we had finished taping, it was their turn. So I don't know if they was turning up for the camera or not. But and then he tried to play it off like we ain't fighting each other. But then we hear that, you know, some people were cut. Some people did feel uncomfortable with other people later on. So yeah, it was interesting.
Jay Wilson, it wasn't nothing interesting, bitch. You sat your fat ass over there, girl, and gorged all that free food for the entire time, girl. You ain't had nothing to do with the club chat people. They wouldn't want to talk to your punk ass, right? Because you said, oh, I can't believe they're taking this seriously. I can't believe they're taking this seriously. Yes, girl, people hate you for real. I cannot stand your punk ass, right? I wasn't faking with you. I wanted to hit you in the mouth for real, girl. Now, however you chop it up, oh, if he wanted to come, he could come. How could I get to you, Jay Wilson? You were just pushing ribs and chicken shit all in your mouth. I said, come here, motherfucker, you punk ass bitch. And yeah, I'm just eating my food. I'm just eating my food. How are you going to minimize that, Jay Wilson, when it's caught on tape, girl? Right? I mean, nobody gives a fuck about Atlanta. It's an old story now, right? But if Packy, why are you coming here lying, girl? And that was the highlight of your life, is being in Atlanta, Georgia, getting that free food and that free ticket. Now he's gonna talk about how he's the man. I want to know where the money is. I'm here for the money. That's why I left. That's why I left. I came here. Can we talk about the money? Miss Thing, talk about what money, Jay Wilson. We sat in the living room. You talked for 3 minutes, right? There wasn't a lot of people, because after Miss Nicole came into the room, the energy shifted, girl. And everybody was paying attention and trying not to get Nicole Tyler killed, correct? So you ain't had that much participation in the damn meeting to where you're demanding money. He gonna give me some money. I'm gonna get some. Why would you get money, girl? Are you the only one gonna get money? You and Heidi?
But yeah, I mean, Atlanta was good. I enjoyed it.
Okay, girl. Come on. Shut the
I
fuck up. Shut up, God damn it.
It could have been.
Oh, Jesus.
Really nice. The production seemed realistic. Now we did some outtakes, and I don't think if people saw them outtakes, but now I ain't gonna lie. I was roasting some people on them outtakes, and I had the sound production people just in tears.
In tears? Damn it. See, this goes back to this boy. He actually believed that he's funny. He says that during these outtakes that he had the whole crew in tears. Now, all the personalities that they had in Atlanta, you believe, would anybody believe that Jay Wilson had the whole crew gathered together on his outtake, and he was reading people and everybody was laughing? Nobody's laughing, Jay Wilson. You're not funny. You're not amusing, girl. You ain't got no character, girl. There was so much other more interesting people there. You were so afraid of me jumping on your punk ass, girl, that all you could do is concentrate on trying to keep yourself clear. When I sat my black ass down, nigga, you moved to the other side of the room, and it was a smart thing to do, girl. Because I don't know how much I could control myself, right? I had no idea. I had no idea how I would make my getaway, right? Because you gonna run to the police. We know that, girl. So I didn't know Atlanta. I didn't feel safe. Now, if you were in San Francisco, I know I can kick you in your ass, girl, and make my exit before the cops even got there, girl. But since I was in a foreign land, girl, I said, no, don't jump on the Timothy. Let them do their little show. Anyway, people, they went on. I can't find the spot. They went on for hours, girl. And Miss Bonafide had her nose so far up Jay Wilson's ass, you would think that they were sorority sisters, right? He goes on. I mean, what happens to the Baptist bulldagger, girl? Right? And she was just reading them every time she comes on. She cannot get more than 100 views unless she brings that boy's name on. That is the only time I will listen to her. Not because I think she's particularly amusing. I just like to hear people reading Jay Wilson. Just talk about his ass, right? Bring up different, because here on the beef sector, we talk about the same shit, right? Over and over and over and over and over, right? But every once in a while, you get to put another twist on it, right? We identified other character defects, girl, and I find it very amusing. So I figure, well, if I find it amusing, probably other people find it amusing as well. But I am not going to take my black ass over there and sit in his room, girl, and laugh and joke with him, girl, about the good time. I think about the good times, nothing but the good times. Whenever I think of you. Probably Bonafide, you weren't even there, girl. You said I stood beside you. She said I look like cement. Ain't your name Cement, girl? Wait a minute. It just hit me, girl. It just hit me, honey. You said I look like, I got to get that part. I know where it's at too. It's at the very end. She said Timothy Blaine looked like cement. And then her name. I'm not saying her name is Baptist Bulldagger. I'm saying that her name that she named herself is Cement. Hard surfaces, girl. Wait a minute, Cement.
I got up.
Come on.
And he came out like, hey, hi, da, da, da. But he was very stealth and very matter of fact, and he didn't have a smile for anybody. It was just, I don't know. I just thought Tim was gonna be like, hi, folks. You know, I don't know, like that old charming grandfather look. I don't know. Because, see, I hadn't even got into it with Tim yet when I met him.
Yeah.
Look at him.
I didn't feel that.
He's afraid to talk.
You didn't feel none of that. Well, you're a man too.
I didn't feel that. I mean,
and Jay Wilson, I love men. Like I love like hanging out with. I love the barbershop. I love shit. Like I love the barbershop. I love the grill. All that.
Sound kind of hard, girl.
I've been around a lot of old men in my life. So none of the old men gave me a vibe of concrete.
Concrete.
You know
oh, excuse me. It wasn't cement. It's concrete.
I don't know. I didn't have any feeling towards anybody. I was just there to do a job.
You just eating.
And so the only person who I did not bother with,
girl, you were just
to have a conversation with was Wiley.
You were just so busy trying to get a free meal. You got a free plane ticket. You got a free hotel room, girl. That's all you don't talk about. Just like you talking about. I was just thinking about my family. I got family in Georgia. I was just thinking about I'm gonna visit my family. Isn't that the same thing you're saying about this boat ride, Jay Wilson? You say you're gonna go out on the boat ride, girl, and when you touch ground over there in Bahamas, you're gonna go visit your family. Now I don't know how big the Bahamas is, girl, but you're only gonna be on land for 2 hours. How you got time to go visit your family? And you said the same thing about Heidi. When you went to visit with Heidi, and Heidi paid for the ticket, Heidi paid for the hotel. And what you do, you went out and visit your family, right? So you're using all these people, everything you can get from them, girl, to go and visit your family. And so now you're saying the same thing about Atlanta. That's why you went to Atlanta. You said, I just went there because I want to visit my family. I just saw a free, everything has got to be free. You sit up there and pigged out on all that damn food. Girl, they had ribs, big pizzas with that, that big old thick shit with the cheese all up in the crust kind of thing, girl. They had all the size. They had the small chicken and the big chicken. They just had buckets and buckets of food, right? And what was that girl? I think that one of that short girl paid for it, right? But they had all this goddamn food, and he just sat there, I'm just eating my food. And if you pay attention, even when he's talking to her now, smacky noisy. Girl, the eating disorder is going to prevail, Jay Wilson. The eating is back, girl. So how long did they take? Let's see how long they took.
Why? You really tried to like disconnect from Wiley. You didn't know him or see him. Why?
I just don't like him. And I'm going to tell you why.
Wiley was the only one. Wiley was
let me say, well, at the time, like I said, people are like, oh, because he did this and he did this. No, Wiley just,
Wiley catfished your punk ass, nigga. You was going over here suck Wiley dick. Wiley catfished you. He pretended to be somebody else. You were more than willing to give up that old nasty, old crinkled up ass to him, girl, because you said bring the lube. I know we hear about bringing the lube all the time, girl, but it's never going to go away, this thing, because it is so disgusting, girl. You didn't even know who Wally was. This is a total stranger in San Antonio, girl. You talking about this? Wally put some thug, some hoodlum up in the goddamn thumbnail, girl, and you told that man to come on over and bring the lube. Now, let me ask you guys this. Y'all seen trade before? When these people say trade, they talking about rough trade, right? They talking about guys who do not appear to be homosexuals. They usually, at least in the black culture, they call that trade. Down low men, or men who don't even consider themselves to be down low, bisexual or nothing. They just have sex for money, and all that whole group of masculine men. Wiley went on and presented that, girl, and you told that man, this total and absolute stranger, to come to your house and bring the lube. Now, Wiley had a conundrum there, right? Because he was Wiley. He was not the person, right? And he lived in Dallas, girl. But you were more than willing. I'm trying to ask you, Jay Wilson, what happened to the old lube? You have been fucked so much that you have run out of lube. They don't sell little containers of lube. No, you buy it in jars, girl. You have went through whole jars of lube by being on this grinder, girl, and having these total strangers come to your house and plow. They would have to plow, Jay Wilson. We've seen the evidence, right? There's no way you would have told that masculine prison trade to come over there and bring lube for his own asshole. He'd have punched you out, right? No. We understood what time it was, Jay Wilson, right? So that's why you hate Wiley. Wiley set your ass up, and you ran here and tried to beat him to the punch. I got an announcement to make. I got an announcement to make. Oh my God, Tim, the visual of Wiley blowing Jay Wilson back out made me sick in my stomach, child. Wiley would have been riding that thing, baby. Come on. You're looking pretty good when you're backing that ass up. Come on, little mama, when you're backing that ass up. The problem was Wiley lived in Dallas, honey. But what we're interested in is the fact that Jay Wilson was completely willing to let an absolute stranger prison trade, as Wally described the picture he sent him, with a long slong to come to his house, girl. What was Jay Wilson gonna do with the loot? I mean, come on, people, be serious. We got to be serious. I mean, some of y'all think all this is nasty, but I don't think it's nasty. I think it's just telling the truth. What was Jay Wilson? Well, you gonna bang him out, girl? I don't hear no more of this shit, child. Y'all need to tell me it's properly bona fide, baby. Why are you humiliating yourself by coming on here and proving to us that you ain't really mad at nobody, girl? Y'all come back. Oh, he lost subscribers. He lost subscribers because he was sitting with Jay Wilson. He said he don't even realize that. Well, girl, is that a compliment to you? That people would unsubscribe because I talked to your punk ass? Girl, I'm not going. When I do my murders, I'm not going to go to Atlanta and do murders, girl, for your entertainment mistake. You didn't get him. You said you're going to get him. Why did you get him? Well, talk to Sean Bradley. He's the one that held me against the refrigerator, girl. Now, I would have gave you a few blows for the entertainment, girl. But I ain't doing no serious crime. I ain't going back to prison. What I would have gave you about 15 minutes of nothing but body blows, girl. I break him down in the kidneys and the liver, girl. I might get on his back and hit them kidneys, girl. Right? I give you a little bit of that. Child, Jay Wilson said he wasn't nervous. Girl, they put me in a separate house from your punk ass, right? Oh, I didn't see that. She said, oh, he was like concrete. At first I said he was like cement. No, she's cement and I'm concrete, right? Cement, she said she tried to say that it means cement. She meant it. No, it says cement. That's your name, girl. It could be associated with when you go into the men's gym and hit that medicine ball, girl. That girl is poison. Poison, but she's still a girl. Probably bona fide. Cause you's a brick. Ow. You mighty. You just letting it all hang out. Brick. You're the one called cemented, girl. You're the one that goes to the men's gym, girl. The only woman on the floor practicing on a medicine ball. You're the one out there pretending to hit men, right? We don't know what your background is, anything like that, girl, right? But we know that for some reason or other, you as a woman feel like you need to be in shape to fight one of these niggas, right? Nobody call you cement, girl. Don't call me concrete. She said, oh, he didn't have no person. Now, Miss Thing, you weren't even in the house. When the cemented creature came to the house, everybody had already left, girl. I walked into the living room. I was staying in the house. Club Chat was in there. I thought they looked really nice. I spoke to people, whatever. She said, oh, he wasn't nice. He wasn't sweet. He was like concrete. You were this pimpy bitch. Jay Wilson said, oh, I didn't feel that way at all. I didn't feel that way. Bam! You feel it now, bitch? One thing about me now, I gotta say this. I can't get I shouldn't be fighting with people with bald heads. No offense. I know all the men's is bald headed. But if Jay Wilson, all I see is just that head be shining, girl. Bam, bam, bitch. Bam, sit up, bitch. I just can't help it. When they got that shiny head, that bald head, bitch, I just can't get off of it, girl. Get off of him. Get off of him. That's enough. That's enough. He's had enough. He's had enough. Ain't nobody scared. Ooh, that head be shining in my face, girl. Like I can't break away from it. That's why I was afraid. I was afraid to get involved, honey. You'll sing. Wait a minute. What happened, Shakira? I'll sing you a cash app if you sing the whole live. Somebody must be asking me not to sing, girl. Mm-hmm. Lord have mercy. Maybe I shouldn't call that woman a brick. Ow! Oh, girl. I can remember a time in my life. I had no one to love, and no one to love me for me. Oh, girl. Then you came into my life. You made my jagged edges smooth. You made my direction so clear, and woman, you became my purpose. My reason for living, girl. You see, you're my heart, you're my soul, you're my song, inspiration, baby. Lord, that's why I'm sitting here and singing and opening my arms to you. I want to say, child, why don't you take my hand? Girl, we'll live in love forever. Yeah. Don't tempt me. Don't play with me, honey. I will sing the whole time, honey. Why do y'all keep hitting his link? But girl, it's easy content. The nigga is he's a walking punching bag, honey. Mm-hmm. I see he's being up real friendly because she over there ass kissing. I don't know why that woman does she hate him? Does she love him? Is she obsessed with him? I don't got no problem with my stance. I can't stand your punk ass, right? Everything about your character sucks ass to me. Everything. Every time you open your mouth. Every step you take, every move you make, every song you sing, I've been watching you. But we don't know what's going on with that Primo Wanda. I mean, not Primo Wanda. I'm looking at your name, honey. I'm sorry. Hi, Primo Wanda. But that probably Bonafide girl. She's a flip-flop, flippity-flop-flop. She cussing you out one day, then she wants to sit up there and have conversation and laugh and giggle with you 10 minutes later. Oh, I'm just doing it for the show. And his stupid ass. Oh, this is my show. This is my Jay Wilson. Would you break it down for me exactly what your show is? I mean, could I go to Broadway or something and see your show? Are you a stand-up comedian? Or you keep saying that you have a real life and then your show. And when your show is over, you Jay Wilson gonna leave. Jay Wilson gonna watch TV. Like the whole world, girl, is not at some point gonna leave YouTube and go sit down some goddamn where, right? You're always acting like, oh, I love Jay Wilson. I love Jay Wilson. This thing, why do you have to keep telling people that you love yourself, girl? It's because you don't. Right?
I just asked you the question because I feel like nobody asked you that question. Why are you dogging her out like her shit is so raggedy when you didn't have a Met Gala? And I really just wanted you to ask a question. I feel like you was pressed because it was me.
Wait a minute, but you see how you came up with that though? See,
no.
When you said, how can you talk about Miss Dovey, and then when you put that on there, I'm ready to fight. I'm ready to fight right now because all you had to say to me is why you feel like you have to do that to Miss Dovey. But when you put that on there, it's like
when I put the $30. Wait, Jay Wilson. When I put the truth, then you said it only cost $30, and then we wash your bar crawl.
That's
we watch your bar crawl.
So my thing is, I took that exactly how you said, and I said I'm ready for it. Because my thing is this: you could have said, "Well, why are you that hard on Miss Dovey about her event?" But when you said that first of all, I knew my stuff cost $30. I knew we supported.
You told us. I didn't know until you said it.
I did, but
what?
You bring it up like that,
girl. That weenie roast thing. You charge people $30. And you went in there and begged them into a coma after they got there, girl. You tricked them into the old bait and switch, girl. Oh, it's only going to cost you $30. Come on down, everybody. It's only going to cost you $30, girl. Then you sit up there, girl, with King Jive and sit up there and dancing and begging. And you come out at the end of it. Oh, it was very lucrative. The event. What do you call it? The Labor Day event. The Labor Day event was very lucrative. It was very lucrative. How could it be very lucrative, girl? It cost $30. $30, that's what your fucking Big Mac and fries cost, girl. Right? You lured them there, and then you begged everybody online this thing. You spent more time online than you spent at the table, girl. Right? And so why are you offended when this woman says, How you gonna dog Dobie's event out when you just had a $30 bar crawl? Now he's so stupid. He must be so educated. He is as dumb as he's so stupid. He don't know what a bar crawl is, right? He thinks that's the ultimate insult. I'm ready to go. Oh, what you said? Why'd you say that? That you said a $30 bar crawl. You said a 30. I'm saying you're too late to the game, Jay Wilson. You got no swag at all. A bar crawl is when people go from bar to clubs or whatever, drinking. That's what a bar crawl. Of course, you don't drink. I don't smoke. I don't gamble. I don't drink. I don't get fucking ass. What she did was tell you the truth, boy. Your little Winnie roast wasn't shit. And it was all done by Vivian, right? You done made Vivian the star. Vivian's the star because she goes over there and brings you money. That's it. Ain't nothing hard about it, ho. Okay, TLC and 3 say, Timothy, you are being somewhat of a hypocrite. With all due respect, I don't sound like it. I would never go on his panel if I was part of the sector. Never. Oh, I tried to get over there, TLC and 3. I tried with everything I could to get over there. Nigga overtalked me, girl. She had to beg for a microphone. She turns it all the way up, goes into StreamYard, and turns mine all the way down. Although my reads were much better than his, but my questions were profound questions. You couldn't hear me because she just hollering and screaming over the top of me, girl. So I tried it, TLC and 3. I tried it 3 times, right? 1, 2, 3, talking over me, girl. And so eventually I said, well, this ain't worth it, girl. It just ain't nothing, honey. That's the only way she got your number. Why is this kept, girl? I think most people wouldn't even know who Jay Wilson was. He would. Okay, this is a true story. I swear it's a true story. Yesterday, someone contacted me on my home phone. I don't usually use my home phone, but at this point, it wasn't unplugged. I only have a home phone because I like to call out because it's perfect reception and so forth, right? Anyway, someone contacted me. Apparently, they had come across a book of mine, probably Myth Monster. It's the one that people usually find. And it had led them to my YouTube channel, right? I had not seen this man in right about 40 years. He was my first boyfriend in LA. He was my boyfriend when I was 21, right? We used to hang out at the same club, and he later on became friends with my partner. So he called me, and then first I didn't know who he was. I said, I don't know who you are. I'm glad you enjoyed the book. And then he started breaking it down to me about my YouTube channel. And he said, that Wilson guy, he said, oh, wait a minute. He said, I've been watching the videos of you going after that Wilson guy. I said, Lord have mercy, child. The goddamn around the world know about Jay Wilson because of Timothy Blaine. Jay Wilson, you need to bow down and worship me. Oh, Lord. So anyway, TLC and 3. I didn't go on his panel the way Properly Bonafide is going on his channel. She's going over there to kiss his ass. They are laughing and joking together. I went over there with the mission. I was not there as a friendly person, honey. Right? He would not allow me to break by. There was never any strolling down memory. Back down memory lane. I stumbled on this photograph. I thought I had forgot my past. Now I'm slipping fast. Back down memory lane. Ooh. I see you standing there. Such a happy pair. Yeah. A love beyond compare. I love the way the songs come back. The way you held me, no one could tell me. Anyway, I apologize. Yesterday, I said that I don't like falsetto voices. And someone brought up the shylights about the reasons. I said, wait a minute. Maybe I'm wrong there. There was a whole lot of singers that I liked falsetto when I was younger. I was listening to music, right? Reasons. I won't even try. I almost got beat up in LA County jail because all through the night I'll be singing wait, most of the song. Not Reasons. It was hey, Mr. Melody, you got me jumping to the crazy beat. The more I hear it, the more I like it. You merely made a hit with me, Mr. Melody. And then she would hit this high ass song, and I was screaming all through the night, right? When them gates open, I'm kicking you in your ass, nigga. Mister, I can't even do it no more. Melody. Yeah, I'm gonna go real loud, you know. You ain't kicking my ass, nigga. I ain't all woman. Shit. It's creepy that he said in an Airbnb with guests. Ain't that something? Girl, if people rent an Airbnb, it's because they have rooms in them. They can bring their whole family and have a whole house. Now, we know that there are people that basically they just renting rooms, girl, like in the 1920s. You got a room for rent, short stay room for rent. That is nothing like what those people were doing in Atlanta, Georgia. I don't know why he gonna put himself in the class. See, he just claimed the title. He runs Airbnb, but he never really had a thriving business. I mean, people are just not gonna pay to live way out there in the middle of nowhere, girl, in somebody's bedroom when they're still in the house. It's stupid. All of his plans. For somebody who says he also has a business degree, he's not very good with business. Jay Wilson, if you're willing to settle for this little chicken chain, sold me out for chicken change. Oh, you settle for the chicken change and you call that your business, girl. I would say that all that time was wasted, Jay Wilson, right? You got an Airbnb that you maybe get 1 or 2 people a month in there, girl. I think he was renting it for $70, girl. That ain't no damn come on stream. I have many streams of income. Many streams. This thing, every time I get into an Uber cab, girl. Now, San Francisco is only 7 by 7 miles. I never gave nobody over $7. So if you calling that your stream of income, and that's what you're using your business degree for, girl. Come on, Jay Wilson. You should have thought of something. You should have thought of something by now, girl. Pitiful. Even online, girl, people making money online. This thing, if that's what you're claiming, right? Always talking about all this money you're making. Girl, it's so embarrassing. It's just embarrassing. Anyway, the man on the phone, he knew who Jay Wilson was. I ain't seen that man in 40 years. I was 20 when I met him, so yeah, 40 years. I haven't seen him in 40 years, but 45 since I was with him. He knew who Jay Wilson was, only because what? Timothy Blaine. No, Nikki B, you didn't miss the singing. I'm just getting warmed up, baby. Girl, I got a whole repertoire. How can I forget when each face that I see brings back memories of being with you? I just can't go on living life like I do. That's for you, Nikki B. I got a whole list of songs I've been preparing for you. Kissing Butt 10. See, somebody else recognizes. Thank you, Lipstick Alley. You saw the video. Anybody saw her say, girl, why is she kissing his ass? She got his ass, her nose so far up his ass, girl, she can tickle the back of his navel. For what? I thought you hated him. How you gonna get more commentary after we done seen you over here kissing his ass, girl? It don't make no damn sense. All you girls who are supposed to be so highly educated, y'all really are. Y'all are a disgrace to education, girl. Y'all about some of the dumbest niggas. At least I didn't sell drugs, selling drugs to people out there. I was what you call an entrepreneur, Miss Thing. I sure made a lot more money than you did pushing that cab, girl. And you so mad at the people who sell drugs, girl. Go out there and pick it in front of the liquor store, nigga. It's the same poison. Damn shame. Can't even get Jay Wilson, have you ever even been able to successfully have a paper out? I mean, what have you done, girl? Child, she was so pitiful when she came on here. That thing was pitiful. I even gave her advice. I said, look here, look, check this out, bro. When I first came on here, I first became aware of her when she tried to utilize my name when I was sick in the hospital. I said, why don't you just sell the house? He told me to sell my house. He told me to sell my house. It makes sense, Jay Wilson. My second advice was to him, well, Jay Wilson, if you got 2 roommates, girl, they will pay the mortgage. You wouldn't have to pay anything. Good advice, good sound advice, right? Oh, no, people going in my refrigerator. People going in my I said, girl, can you go down there and get unemployment? Oh, that's government assistance. This thing. She just fending off good advice. Fending off good advice. I'm stupid. I'm going to stay stupid. About the Incredible Hulk. When that girl said I was like concrete. Girl, he was like concrete. Probably Bonafide, you couldn't get with the pimping.
So I didn't think it was that necessary, but I do understand people being let down if they built up a character and a coalition against others. I do understand that.
Yeah.
I really appreciate you telling me everything about it. Like I said, when I pulled up on the scene, y'all had just left. The only person there was Tim. Tim did really, really, really surprise me. I did not consider him being that tall. And I did not consider his vibe. His vibe was very edgy and street and concrete. You know,
get my money home.
I did not even consider his look. His look I've clowned before, but you know, like his look and the way he wore his clothes. I guess I didn't even consider anything. So when I saw it, I was just kind of like, what did I consider? Because this is not what I thought.
What do you think?
But we just said hi, and then he went back to the room. He was able to have a room there, as you know.
Mm-hmm. For protection.
What did you think he was supposed to look like? What did you expect?
I expected Tim to be his energy to be more friendly. His energy was concrete feeling to me. He felt like he had been on the streets.
Yeah.
And this is me standing up next to him while he was sitting there watching Club Chat. Him and my daughter was sitting there watching Club Chat talk for a couple minutes before he asked Sean something. I forgot what he asked Sean. So he just came out his room and stood next to me, and I think Sean said, "Hey, this is woo," or maybe I said, I can't really remember. I won't even call that out. But I felt, and this is no shade to Tim, I just felt unnerved.
Whoa.
It was something he felt. I hate to say dangerous because I wasn't scared of him, but he felt like
dangerous. That boy, he's so dangerous. Go on with that feeling. Go on with that killing. But I can't stop a mess. What did you expect, girl? You couldn't get with this hard living. He was like concrete. She thought I was one of them niggas. She was over there fighting that medicine ball about, girl. Mm-hmm. Timothy Blaine, like concrete. I was talking about his clothes. I couldn't believe this thing. I live in California. We're California casual here. This is dressed up. We had t-shirts here. I don't give a goddamn if you're a doctor or a lawyer. If you come off work, you wearing the t-shirts and jeans, girl. Right? I wear the same clothes I wear every day, girl. Why would I go and put on some clown suit just to go to Atlanta to see y'all punk ass, right? It's the same goddamn. It's nothing worth even commenting on, girl. Polo shirts, t-shirts. What the fuck is there to talk about? Concrete. Coming from a woman named Cement. She gonna have her ass back on here again. See, that girl is in financial conundrum there. She's begging as much as Jay Wilson right now. Apparently there were some expenses, but I think those expenses are coming back to her. Don't y'all give her all y'all money, because she said she paid up front for the funeral and all that stuff. I think that money's supposed to come back to her. Surely the mother had insurance. She's been having health difficulty for a while. She had insurance. She about to get a payout from the insurance, and she's going to get a house, and she only got, I think, 2 siblings. So they split the house. They may sell the house, girl. She's going to come into some money, right? But for the moment, for right now, girl, she over there every 15 minutes, she's begging for money. Now she got what was it, 6 videos since yesterday? 6 videos going on through hours, and you still got time to go over to Jay Wilson? Well, girl, when do you go to work? Hi, Soul Sister #1 show. How y'all doing on this Saturday? Yeah, girl. I know people go over there and look just to see. They don't believe me, honey. It's embarrassing. Probably Bonafide. Sit up here and humiliate yourself, girl. After talking all that shit, you over there. You be kissing Kwani's ass tomorrow. Y'all see that nasty ass fight they had yesterday? There wasn't no fight, girl. It's just all trying to get somebody to look. I'm probably Bonafide. You're going to have to change your strategy, girl. I'm sorry, honey. It's got to be said, baby. After 10 years, you still struggling under 100 people? Come on, probably Bonafide. Talking about, hey, Bonafide, properly and alive. You better go, girl. Change your song, baby. It ain't working. I wish I had a voice. I used to hit that Reasons when I was a young boy. Not Reasons, the other one. Mr. Melody. Who was that? Natalie Cole? Mm-hmm. Wiley made him bring the lube, girl. Yes. Wiley, you know Wiley had to be talking nasty to him. If he felt so comfortable as he's inviting this stranger to his house to bang the shit out of him, girl, he had to be talking nasty. So I would love to be a bug on the wall and hear what Wally was saying, right? Because if he wasn't talking real nasty, ain't no way in hell Jay Wilson wouldn't invite him over there. Jay Wilson ain't got no time to waste, honey. He ain't even got time to go to the liquor store and get him no lube, honey. He wanted it right then. Baby. What else y'all say? Wash your mouth out. All that damn saying. How can I forget? I'll be singing all day. Where's the Egyptian goddess? 1111. How y'all doing? Egyptian goddess. Oh, I'm way behind. Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. Patty has greens, brisket, mac and cheese, chicken, and biscuits. Oh, okra and corn. Ooh, Jay Wilson, go over that house. Whoever you're talking about, Charles Dawson. Y'all talking about Patty LaBelle and her enterprise. At least she came up with an idea. White chocolate, hi, Nicole Reloaded. I didn't see you. I'm sorry. Is it what it is? It is what it is, and it be what it be. Hi, it is what it is, and it be what it be. Oh, you from the 60s. Remember the brothers used to talk in rhymes. Shit, girl. I had an uncle like that. We only had one gangster in our family, right? Everybody else was squares. They were college athletes and all this kind of shit, but we had one uncle. He would one time my aunt, she needed new tires for her car, right? So she told my uncle, the one who was a street guy, gangster guy, right? And she said the man went out there and stole some woman's car and brought the car back to her house and took the woman's wheels off her house and left it in front of her. Took the woman's wheels off of her car, child. Lord have mercy. And left it right in front of her house. I love that brother, though. He's the only one wasn't in shock when I told him I was gay. He was the only one there. Oh my God. No, because he was a wise guy. The truth meant something. They already knew. Wasn't no surprise. You were born in 1966? Oh, you younger than me. What's the okay? You're welcome. Available only Walmart as of now. What's going on in Walmart? Patty's? Are you talking about Patty LaBelle stuff? Please don't encourage him, says Nikki B. Let me think of a good song for you, Nikki B. Let me see. You better leave me alone. I don't even think about it till you mention it, Dickie B. That put a song in my spirit, honey. Mm. Let me see. Well, Shell Whitfield's with you. She said, I love him. Oh, I asked him to stop. I love my but the singing. It's that singing, girl. That's what I say what Jay Wilson say. I said, ooh, girl, is it me? Baby. Sing. That's right, LaShawna. LaShawna likes to see y'all mad, honey. Make them mad. We make that's why when they were on their big begging thing last year, they were all saying, ooh, we making them mad. We making them mad. Cash app, cash app. Every time y'all cash at me, they get mad. They get mad. Jay Wilson, we're waiting for you to come on here and ask us to donate to your boat ride, girl. You gonna come and say you're a little short. Mm-hmm. Oh, I'm the only one, Charles Dawson. That's sweet. Uh-huh. I don't know why I got stuck in this beef sector mess. I didn't come on here like this. I came on here to read Walter Lee Hampton. Because Walter Lee Hampton coming for the children, honey, and exposing them and dangs. So my first 10 videos about him, they still up. I don't know how the hell I ended up over here. I think I ended up in what they call the beef sector because of the situation between Madison and Kaya. However, I was already on YouTube, already monetized before they even started. So I was already here, but they didn't start calling it the beef sector till then. First, Wally came out because of VS. He started calling it the Section 8 sector. I guess at that time she was bragging about Section 8 and benefits and food stamps and all this shit. And I said, Wally, I had to make a video telling Wally to stop saying this was the Section 8 sector. Because everybody over here is not on Section 8, girl, right? And some people find that very offensive, right? You wish you had Section 8, don't you, nigga? Don't be jealous. And so I think I was instrumental in not in coming up with the name beef sector, but squashing the name Section 8 sector. Perhaps it's because of my own situations. I ain't got no problem with it, girl. It's the best thing that ever happened to me. It's the best thing that ever happened. Girl, I couldn't live nowhere without it. I couldn't live nowhere near no goddamn San Francisco. They ought to start lowering the rent since they're having all these problems here, honey. They got all these problems. They still want to get the maximum rent. Tap, 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 tap. I'm watching him every day now. He tells what's all the bad stuff. Are you talking about Walter? Walter, he rants on Atlanta. He rants on the Queens. He rants on Atlanta. Honey, Walter is a ranting man. He seems to be maturing a little bit, but as long as he's got off that HIV, I mean, he used to make fucking every other video was about HIV, girl. So I guess he finally figured, well, that's pretty much in the past, right? There's a lot of other things to talk about other than HIV. But after he stopped doing that, I was no longer interested. Egyptian, you frying fish? Mm-hmm. I wish I could cook. Oh, I did finally get my I told y'all I had to get, can you see it? You can almost see it. That metal thing in the middle of my kitchen in between those two guys and that one head. I got the building finally approved me buying my own stove, right? So I got the hood installed. They had to install it. They don't want you to burn the building down, so they got to install everything. And then I got this metal. Y'all might think about this. This metal thing, if you live in an apartment, that goes behind the stove like a backsplash, but it's just a sheet of metal. I got that installed, and then I got a bar that goes across it where you can hang cooking utensils. It looks beautiful, but the stove hasn't arrived yet. It's on the 21st. So that's something that was important to me. I always like to have some kind of project, do something. You run out of stuff to do, change the carpet, do something. But we did pay that bitch off, though. That's good. Mm-hmm. Timothy, can Nicole put down her Cash App? Yeah, what's going on with Nicole? Come over, Nicole. Is Nicole's birthday or something? Whatever, that's one of our girls. Of course you can. Put down your cash. I'm going to sign off, Nicole, so hurry up. And then catch it in the replay. And also put it in the comments, because that'll be the replay if you have a need. So thank y'all for coming in, and enjoy your Saturday. If you want to go over there to see what that fool talking about, look at Duchess Kelly. Look, what's going on, Duchess disciples? Duchess, who got you blocked, child? He got me blocked. Is that the real Duchess disciples? I ain't blocked you, I don't think. I haven't read none of the children in a long time, honey. All my energy go in one direction. I don't, when I go on my computer, though, and I ask for blocked people, I never blocked anybody since I've been on here except for VS. That's the only one that shows up. After she said I was having sex with dogs, I was done, honey. On that very same instant, girl, I saw that picture, I was done. But she's the only one on there that I have blocked. So I don't know. It says I don't have anybody blocked. Oh, you have a GoFundMe? My pet? What's going on, Nicole Reloaded? Are you sure it's supposed to be GoFundMe? You have on here CoFundMe. Co-fund my pet. Is that what is that? Can I click on it? Did I lose you? I just clicked on it. Okay. Chocolate. Oh, what happened? Co-fund me. Okay. Yeah, I just went on there. Okay, so you have an issue with your pet? Yeah, they get expensive at the end, honey. They'll give you a lot of good years, but it gets expensive, just like with people, you know. So I'm sorry you're going through that. God is what we eating, boo. Okay. Okay. Anyway, it's for my dog. Okay. So Nicole, that's a very real bill. I mean, what are you gonna do? Something you love and your responsibility. And if they're sick, honey, it's expensive. All right. So Nicole, I'm gonna sign off of here, but put it in my comments below your Cash App. That took me to a pet thing, but if you have a regular Cash App as well, put that in there. She's 12 years old. She needs emergency surgery. Oh my goodness. Also, Nicole Reloaded, when my Jimmy dog started getting sick, and I was at the pet hospital, and at first I just paid it out of pocket when he started getting tumors in his mouth and so forth. He was 15 years old, and the doctor there told me, you know, we can pull all his teeth. I said, I can't afford that. I mean, you're talking about $3,000-$4,000. He said, no. There are agencies that will do that for you to save the animal. So check your town, Nicole Reloaded, because they paid for my Jimmy dog. They paid to have first of all of his bottom teeth had to go because he had a tumor there. Then that tumor went away. He got another one on top. And they took all the top out, but they paid for everything. His expenses were like $7,000-$8,000 at the end, and they paid for every dime. So check that out. If there's an agency that will help you save your pet. Okay? Y'all have a wonderful Saturday, and we'll talk to you later. Look at all that sweat. Lord have mercy. It must be hot outside. Jesus. Bye-bye.